Okay, I gotta practice running with bear spray. Welcome back to Slacking Off. I'm trying to get ready for Alaska, and apparently I cannot run with bear spray in my hands. And I'm gonna show you guys all the crap that I got into. We'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, we're back in the Corbett area. I'm doing a little test. Obviously, I need practice running with bear spray in my hand. And I'm going to show you guys everything that I have to set up camp and everything else that I have to go along. And I could use the help, so if you guys see anything that I'm missing or I could use, it'd be cool if you let me know. Also, I'm just trying to check and see if this drone is going to follow me in the wind and stuff with the obstacles, and trying to get a jive on with all these microphones and cameras and forgetting to hit record. Of course, it doesn't forget to hit record when I bust my ass running down the road, clowning around. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pull off the road up here. We're in the Corbett area again. It's a little warm out today, but I thought we'd get out for the day and take a little ride, see what we could see out here, and do a little more practicing with all this stuff, and kind of give you an idea of what I got for the trip. And like I said, I could use the help, so if you guys think I need anything else that you don't see, you can let me know, drop in the comments. Hopefully we can get through this sand up here without anybody dumping over, but it's, like I said, I'm weighted down. I probably got about 130 pounds worth of stuff. But you know, it's basically like running two up, like having somebody on the back, so it's not that bad. We're gonna go over here in this brushy area here, and we'll see if we can get some shade. Right here. You made it! Look behind you, you got a follower. Somebody's following you. Hey, it worked! It's working, guys. No, you're good. You're not gonna go anywhere. We gotta put a boot on that thing. Now it's following you. All right, I'm gonna get back to you in a minute. If you look around us here, we're in a little brushy area. If you could check it out, I have all the stuff on the bike, and we'll get this thing set up and try to give you a look at what I got. And I sure could use help. If you guys see something I don't have, I'd be more than grateful for you if you spoke up and said, hey man, you need this. So let me get this drone back down. It's been kind of a mess here today, but we're trying. I'm trying to keep this get this dialed in here. Hopefully you can hear me okay and stuff. And we're trying out the drone, and my wife and I are out here, and we're just messing around with the drones and the microphones and riding around. Almost dumped the bike in the sand a little bit because now I got her loaded down here. So what I'm doing today is I got everything loaded on the bike, pretty much everything except a little bit of clothes up in here, which probably won't be too much different than what I got in here now. But as you see the bike here sitting here, this is how it's going to look when I take off. I got my packs and I got my bags, and I'm going to kind of go over and tell you a little bit about all the stuff that I have on here, as far as what I carry and all that. And if you could do me a favor, if you see something that I don't have and you think I should really need it. I've done 3 of these trips, like I said before. They're about 6,000 miles. And what I'm looking to do is I want everything slimmed down, and obviously not so much with all the camera stuff now. That's a little bit extra, so I slim down some of the other stuff. But really, I've got space in here, and so a real quick go over it is this bag here is intended for basically everything that I have to set up a camp. So I throw this down on the ground if I'm in the middle of nowhere, I'm tired, and basically everything that's inside this bag I have set up to where when I get somewhere I can hop off the bike and do that. Then the rest of the stuff that's in this box here is basically the Starlink that I talked about, the power supply for all the electronics. So Starlink, the drone, the microphones, the camera stuff. Really, it isn't that much, so I have a little bit of wiggle room in here. But as this bag is loaded here, I weighed this whole bag here, and it's just about 37 pounds. So, well within, like, the last time I went on one of these, I've been on these trips before where I've had this thing loaded down on one side, this combined weight of 50 pounds roughly on all the sides. So I've slimmed back a lot of stuff. And so basically this is electronics, and then this is my basically where I'm going to sleep, my camp, my all the stuff that I need to set up and go to bed. Up here I'm going to keep nothing but clothes and you know, some small things that I can get to quickly. And then on the other side here, this bag here is basically every single thing like riding gear. So anything that has to do with the cold, I'm probably not going to touch this bag until I get up to Canada. I'm guessing because it's hot today and I'm sweating like a farm animal, and it ain't because I was running like an idiot trying to get away from the bears. So everything that's in here is, and I'm gonna open this up and show you what's in here, but everything that's in here, I'll probably, like I said, I won't touch this until I get up to Canada. I got hand guards in here, I got heated gear in here, which sounds ridiculous here, but when you get up there and you're in higher elevations and stuff, and I'm from Florida, I'm not used to the cold, and I'll shrivel up and die like a little baby. So I got to be warm, and everything in here is going to keep me warm. I got some water bags and stuff like that, water and gas, that'll get me through. And then everything on this side here, I'll go over to. This is basically everything that I need to cook a meal with, and then also anything that my tools. I got roadside stuff, everything pretty much. I'll lay it out and try to get a quick little go over so it won't take too long, because this video will get long. So I'm gonna take these off and I'm gonna kind of set it up. I don't think I'm gonna go full gorilla and set everything up, because just being out here for a little while, it's pretty hot, and we're just gonna do a quick overview over this stuff. But I'm gonna give you a good overview of this stuff. And please, if you see something I don't have, man, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if I could use something else, but I'll show you what I got. Just give me a minute and I'll get this set up. Okay, I got the left side of the box off, the left box, and that's where I keep my my riding gear, and I have like my cooking stuff. Everybody sets it up different, but I got everything that I want to make food and stuff. I'll show you that. But basically the stuff that I keep on me, like the riding gear that I use, everybody has their own preference, and this stuff's pricey. The Klim, I got the Badlands Pro stuff, and I've loved it so far. It is heavy and weighted, but honestly, when I'm on a long trip like that, I would like to have that. So it's got all the padding and stuff. It's Gore-Tex. So it's going to keep me protected from the elements. It's super cold and rainy and wet. I don't want to do that. So I got the Badlands pants and the jacket. I have the boots, but it's a little warm out today, so I just leave them at home. To get myself unlost, because I'm guaranteeing you I'm going to get lost.
No, man, let me take a look at that map right quick.
Why is everybody all obsessed with the map?
Because we're tired of being the trail donkeys, acting like you some one-man GPS. God damn it! We lost. We fucking super lost, man. Tell them, McCluskey. Tell them what time it is.
I got my original Garmin Zumo XT. I do have a cracked screen app. My wife got me that for Christmas one year. It was pretty awesome. She got me the cracked screen app that came with this. So my Garmin Zumo XT, I've had this and I've been around, and I absolutely love this GPS. It's pretty, for me, it's pretty simple. I do it like caveman style when I set up routes and all that. And then she felt bad, so she got me the Garmin Zumo XT2 later on. So I have this, and believe it or not, they run a little differently. So I have plugs set up for each one of them that I could quick interchange them out on the bike if I want. Because I'm going to bring this one just in case, because these things are kind of known to get wonky on you. And it's not like I'm going to Georgia or something. I'm going pretty far, so I want to have backups. So speaking of backups, I got this. I'm going to run this, the XT2, to kind of keep me in line and stuff. And I've been up that way, so I kind of know. But when I get up towards Canada and Alaska, I'm going to be lost, and I'm going to be heading south towards Washington. So the navigation stuff kind of important to me. I know some guys are like, oh, you got too many gadgets, but I don't care. I do what I want, you do what you want, man. I want to make sure that my ass doesn't get lost. And also, speaking of the backups, as a fireman, there's nothing replaces paper maps. Nothing. I don't care who you are. I got all my maps here. I've used these maps here, and I've been all over the country using my paper maps. I've got Canada in here, Alaska. It's all Western Canada and Alaska. And I got a bunch of other stuff in case when I come back down. It's nice for when you're sitting in a camp or you're in a hotel, you can lay a paper map out. There's nothing different than nothing like having a paper map, and you can draw out what you want. So this is my backup to the backup. So there, speaking of that, I got a Garmin InReach here, so I can let everybody know I'm okay, and that's going to be on me all the time. Kind of like when I'm in bunker gear, I wear what we call a pass device, a personal account or a personal safety system, so that it can alarm. So that's basically what this is. It's kind of like my pass device for here. Then I had this for my boat, so I figured why not. It's a PLB, a personal locator beacon. It operates on, I think, 308 megahertz. So it's always good to have a secondary one, in case, I don't know. I'm all about the in cases. I worked for 24 years in that, and everything was what if, and we worked in the environment of what if. So I try to what if it to death, but without killing my fun. So it's just a couple of little things here. And then this is my riding gear. And then here's what I was telling you about. It's going to get cold. It's going to get really cold. I'm sure of it. And I won't pull the whole thing separate, but this is my Gerben heated jacket, pants, and gloves right there, because I get cold easy, and I'm not about being uncomfortable when I'm gone like that, especially when it's raining. It could be 40 degrees may not sound that cold, but try riding in it 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour, and it's 40 degrees out and raining. In 30 minutes, yeah, I could do that, but 2-3 hours down the road, no, I'm not doing that. So I've been in Colorado and across $1 Million Highway in the winter, and it was snowing like crazy. I probably shouldn't have been doing that, but hey, a truck driver named Tony was in Silverton. He said, yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Turn around. So I went with it. I just did, and it was probably one of the coolest motorcycle rides I've ever been on. I rode the $1 Million Highway, and it was dumping snow. I know people were looking at me like I lost my mind. So this right here allows me to do that, and I just keep on going. It doesn't even bother me. Somebody told me, I think it was Alaska Mountain Gypsy. If you hear this, you told me, hey, you better bring a water thing. So I listened to you. I got water. I got Sawyer Squeeze. So just in case, I got a water filter in here. And then also I got containers to hold water. These things are awesome. They're giant loop 1 gallon containers. They unfold, and I'll tell you what, man, they'll hold a gallon of water, and just that right there. And I think my most favorite part about this is you hang this up on your handlebar or a tree limb or something, and now you have a nozzle here. You pull this and it lets water out. So if you want to, you know, brush your teeth or wash your hands or just make coffee or something, you got this, you hang it in. I got 2 of them, so I did it separately, 1 gallon in case one gets messed up. But I accidentally ran one of these over one time full. Nothing, man. Those things are bulletproof. So I got these 2 of those. So, and if water weighs 8.35 pounds per gallon, ask me how I know. So I know that these things get heavy, so I want to put one on either side of the bike. I can distribute the weight. Okay, along the lines of the cold weather stuff, here we go. These things right here, I don't know. They don't sponsor me, and nobody sponsors nobody around this channel. It's just me. These are Hippo Hands. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but if you have a motorcycle and you ride anywhere where it's cold, I'm telling you right now, these things, you might as well make these out of gold, because that's what they are. They look stupid on your bike, but this slides over the hand grip, and your hand goes in here. Like, no water gets in here, no cold. You could not even have gloves on, honestly. And I've been in, like I said, in Colorado when it was snowing, I was fine. Heated grips on. Even if you didn't have heated grips, you have these, forget it, man. You're not even worried about it. It's not going to be cold at all. Then this is the other side, the Hippo Hand, and then inside there I stash, I like Giant Loop. I love those guys. They have some pretty awesome stuff. But I got the 3 gallon gas bag. Obviously it's not going to go in there after put gas in it, even when it's drained out, because I hear that they smell after, obviously, with gasoline on them. So this thing will get stored on the outside of the bike once I start using it. So when I get into the remote areas, my bike holds 6.8 gallons, I believe, of gas, and this gives me 3. So that's, you know, I mean, what, 9.8 gallons of gas. So that should get me pretty damn far. So I think I should be okay with the gas stops. But that's pretty much it in here. So that's what you saw in this bag here. That just sits on the top of here. And this is all like accessible, because when it gets cold, I don't want to have to dig around. This is the left side box that I have. And by the way, all this stuff together added up is just about 40 pounds. So still, when you're adding 40 pounds on one side and 40 on the other, sounds like a lot. Then I got about 35, and then maybe 10 or 15 of a cooler. I'm still like, I'm riding 2 up. So it's just me and then my gear. And I'm not cutting back any more stuff, because this is far. This is gonna be a long trip. So this is my sleeping bag, and I know I just got a regular old Amazon sleeping bag. And honestly, I've been in really cold. I've been in 30-degree weather, which is about as cold as I want to camp in. But I was fine. I just put a neck gaiter on, a knit cap, and socks, and I'll sleep in all my clothes if I have to. But with that, and then my pad. I'm trying these out here. I'm pretty, like, I love coffee. I can't go without it. I don't know. I don't trust you if you don't like coffee. But I got these. Some guy said, hey, try those out. So I got these just for the heck of it. I'm going to try them out. They're like, it's basically like a tea bag, but with coffee. It kind of makes it seem cool. Here is the kitchen I was telling you about. This anything that I need to make food is in here. And I'm not like a super knowledgeable backpacker, all that stuff, and you can tell because I got Amazon stuff, and honestly I have no problem with this. I got my all my stuff in here, my coffee cup and all my stuff that I need just to have something to eat. I don't need something fancy. I don't need all that crazy stuff, titanium and all that. My K-bar knife, I got a pan, and then I have obviously my coffee prep, my Jetboil coffee bag. I absolutely love this thing. So I can make coffee, I can make anything in this pretty much. And then I got MSR, there's basically 2 in here, which these things are sick, man. MSR really knows what they're doing, I guess. I'm not, like I said, I'm no backpacker, so if there's backpack dudes out there, they're probably freaking out like, oh, that's too heavy. I don't know. I don't really care too much. I mean, I'm not. So it's got the 2 burners in here, another cup and everything in here. It all like fits together in here. I kind of just put it all together in there. So that basically gives me 2, I guess, pots, if you will, so I can make stuff. And then I got my coffee thing here that I can also make stuff in, and I got a pan. And I don't have like any other stuff. I'm not like a big chef or nothing, you know. Even at work, when I was making dinner and lunch at work, I mean, hey, if you don't like it and you get up in here, if a grown-ass man cooking for you, don't complain. So that's what I would tell the new guys. I don't want to hear it, man. Whatever's on that fucking table, you're eating. I don't want to hear it unless you're up here cooking for me. So everything that's in here is all the shit that I need to make a meal and eat. I got my fuel canisters, and I had to order some more, so I got a couple of those coming. And of course I'm gonna have a little bit more in here, but this is pretty much most of everything that I have for this one. So this is here, and in this one, I'm gonna take it out of this stupid ball and just shove it wherever, because this takes up too much space that way. And then my other thing that weighs it down the most is probably my tools. Everything that I have for a roadside repair or something. I got this Tusk bag for the Africa Twin, and it's pretty badass, man. I don't know if you guys, but I added a few things. But these things are awesome. I got tire irons. I got any tool that you need in there. There's T-wrenches, all the standard wrenches. These things, I've changed my own tires probably 4 or 5 times. And I had the Trail Max Missions on there. And if you've ever done that manually by yourself, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. They really suck. So I made sure there's 3 of the standards, and then I got these Motion Pro bead breaker and stuff, and these things are awesome because if I have to hopefully I don't have to. I got tubeless wheels. So speaking of that, in here I got all my stuff for the plug. I'm telling you right now, I'm not opposed to plug and go, and if I got to get on the highway, whatever. I've ridden with a plug tire on the highway. I don't know what people freak out, but if it's on my sidewall or something, I'm not going to try that. But if I got to put a plug in the middle of that tire, those things are hard rubber, man, and they are thick. But I got everything in here. I got valve stems, plugs, the whole 9 yards in here. And then I just have my sockets. And this, I was telling you, this came with the Tusk, this pack here. Like I said, I added a couple things, but it comes with all the sockets and the Torx. These things are great, man. It's actually a pretty nice toolkit. It came, when it came in the mail though, you got to put all this together, man. It was kind of like a circus show. When I opened it up, everything came jumping out like a barrel of monkeys. Then I got all kinds of stuff in here, like thread lockers, just standard stuff, fuses, all that kind of junk. Some duct tape. And in this one, well, what if you get a dead battery? Well, I got a jump bag in here. I got a jump starter in here, and here a little jump starter, and I got a seal mate. This is a seal tool to clean my seals, because I know the Dempster is probably gonna, and all them roads are gonna completely destroy my fork seals that I just put in. So I'm gonna go ahead and have this in here too for my fork seals. And then I also have my auto tire inflator here, which is freaking awesome, man. This thing is great. So I got the forks covered, clean the forks. I got tire issues right here, any mechanical problems. I got a dead battery problem solver right here. That's down inside of here. It's the you know, it's, I forget what it's called, but it's a pretty awesome one. Anyway, this is basically this side. So I'm gonna shut it down. Let me come back. I'm gonna get this put away, and I'm gonna pull out the other box, and I'm gonna go over there. Hey, if you see anything here that you're like, ah, that sucks, like, let me know. So put it down in the comments and let me know. So let me get this stuff stowed away. I'm gonna break out the right box, and I'll show you all the other stuff that I have. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. All right, guys, we're back. Where was I? This was this is the right side bag. I'm sorry, right side case. Like I said, they're close to 40 pounds total, as you see it sitting here. This is going to be everything that goes for me for camping. So for making my shelter and being able to get some rest no matter where I'm at, pretty much is in this black bag here. And I'm kind of proud of this bag because I made it on just for the heck of it. I was like, yeah, I had a different bag that I made from a couple years ago that worked out really well, but the handles started tearing on it. So I made this whole bag from scratch. I had some Sunbrella canvas laying around and pretty thick stuff, and I wanted it to be as waterproof or as water resistant as I can make it. So I'll spray it with some waterproofing stuff, and I wanted some super tough zippers on there, the brass zippers, YKK zippers. They're pretty awesome. So I'll use them if I need something that's really got to be strong. And then I put pockets on the side because, you know, you always need pockets, like just random stuff that's stick, tire pressure gauge, stuff I can get to quick. But that's just what I have in here. On the side is, I took this out, we were sitting in it earlier, but here's my camp chair. These things are great, man. I got this off Amazon. So that's pretty much my camp chair in a nutshell right there. Everybody knows what a camp chair looks like. My sleeping pad is right here. So my pillow is right there, and basically the only thing left in here is my tent. I have a regular Coleman tent, and it's worked great for me. I've done quite a bit of camping with it. As long as you take care of it and you keep treating it with the water stuff, waterproofing stuff that you spray on there. No particular brand. I just got some and sprayed the heck out of it. And I do the same thing with my riding gear, my pants and my jacket. Wash them, get all the mud and stuff off, and then I just coat them before I go on a trip. Really good. I coat everything down with waterproof stuff because I'm not, you know, who wants to be wet, but everything for my tent is right here. And then I've got my stakes, everything, like I said, for the tent. And I could stuff other stuff in here. Like sometimes I've stuffed, like if I go to the grocery store or whatever, I don't want to shove like apples and you know, if I pick up some apples, some fruit and stuff, some apples and maybe oranges, potatoes, onions, carrots, I just shove them in whatever space in here. And that way when I get to camp, I'm gonna have a cooler on the back. That roughly is it's usually around 15 pounds because I got a nice, really nice cooler that keeps everything cold, which once I get up there, I'm not really gonna have to worry about too much. But when you're in the hot areas like Nebraska and going through some of those areas, man, it's nice to pull over. I know there's gas stations and stuff, but if I can pull over under a tree all by myself and not have to deal with the crowds and stuff, and I'll just pull over and take one of my boxes. I'll sit on that and grab a cold drink out of there and relax. But that's everything in here. I got a tripod for the phone, but that's pretty much everything that's in this top bag here. And it fits all nice in here. I don't like everything to be too like jammed in there, because once you start doing that, then everything has to go back in a certain order. So, you know, I know a lot of people are like, you know, pack light. I want to pack light. I want to take as little as possible, but at the same time, like, I'm going to be gone for probably close to 8 weeks, you know, 6 to 8 weeks. I don't want to be buying a hotel room every single night. Some people can do that. Some people are like, but you know, I don't care what you do. You know, I don't think anyone's bad for not camping, and I don't think they're bad if they camp. You do you, boo. And I just like camping. Like when I was a kid, I had tents and I put them in the backyard, and my friends would come over and we would have camp outs. And I'm going way back, but this is like, you know, I mean, this is like the early 80s. We're listening to John Mellencamp and I don't know, Man Down Under, or what's that song? I come from the land down under. Like that. Like, I remember having the little radio in the tent, you know, being in the backyard. I love that shit, man. I've been doing that stuff since I was a kid. You know, I'm no, you know, outdoors expert. I just like camping. I like being outside. I like being in the trees and all that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much that's why I like to do it. If you don't like doing it and you want to sleep in a hotel, and who doesn't like that? I mean, some nights I'm getting tired and grouchy and I've had enough, and I'll go to a hotel and soak up the AC, you know, and take a hot shower. But you know, that's just there. So then that's everything for my camp. And I'm sure I'm gonna have other things stuffed in here, but like I said, I don't want to have this thing like a stuffed sausage. So and I keep everything on here. I got these rock straps. They are freaking awesome, man. If you've ever heard of these things, it's basically, it combines a cargo strap with a bungee cord. And when you tighten this thing down, and they're not expensive, I mean, you're gonna put a stupid bungee cord across there. These things are way better. They stay on to whatever, they don't hurt anything. They just got a loop on there. And you tighten this down, and then you tighten it down, and it has you know, the elastic like a bungee, and they're strong. I got some big ones in there too. But that's how I keep all this stuff on top here. You cinch it down and it stays nice and tight. What's that? My wife's telling me I'm talking too much.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
The battery's gonna die.
Oh, the battery's gonna die because I'm wearing it out.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Shh.
Okay, so I told you about the Starlink. I got everything for my Starlink. This is it, man. I'm gonna go somewhere. This is it. I'm in the middle of nowhere. This is my Starlink setup. I won't go in depth because I made a whole video on it. But this thing is amazing. Everything I need to have internet is right here in this little package. Power bank. I did a video on this. This thing will last up to 5-6 hours uploading videos, doing whatever you want. And this is the Energy Cube. Like I said, and I have also, if I have power, I've got a cord and I have a wall outlet here. I can just plug it in. But if I don't, I bought another cord, plugs right into here. There you go, Starlink internet. It's awesome. I have that. Boom. That's my internet. I got everything for my drone, my 360 camera. All the electronics kind of stuff's just in this one package. So it's not like I'm, you know, I got these two things here, and I think they're gonna make the trip a lot nicer. And then I made, okay, and here's my nerd out sewing stuff again. I made a pack. It holds all the cords, because that shit gets me all lost and I get mad. I'm like, where's this? It's all right here. And I got little packs on the back, anything that I need. All these little stupid things that I have to do it. I have to have cords to charge it. I got little power units in there. That's pretty much it for this side. And the stuff over there is my last bag. I won't really bore you with that. That's just basically what I'm gonna wear. Just clothes and all that kind of stuff. That's all that's gonna go up here. I don't have it all set up, but that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you got something out of it, or if you see something I need, man, drop in the comments. I'm telling you, I'm not, you know, I'm not embarrassed to say I don't know all this stuff. Even though I took some trips, I could always learn some more, and that's probably, you know, the most important thing. I just want to make sure I have everything that's comfortable, and if you see that I need something else, let me know. Let me know what if you see anything you want to know about, I'd be more than happy to tell you what I've learned over the time. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. I had a good time making the video. Busted my ass, tested out my knee pad. Running from mock bears and almost got run over by a FWC officer coming in. Almost got run over by him. So that's about it for the day, guys. I hope you got something out of it. If you didn't, and I'm still rambling on like I always do, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I'm gonna be all over the place. So I hope you guys have a good night, good morning, good day. Take care of each other, and please like, subscribe, hit the notification, share it with your friends or whatever. Tell them, hey, I saw this stupid guy on the internet. Whatever, I don't care. I got thick skin, man. So go ahead, and you just want to make sure you keep slacking off, man. Peace out.